Hey YouTube family! So I'm so happy to announce that I have officially completed one entire month of cutting out all sugar. I know, it's crazy, huh? I did it. I really did, and I'm so happy that I did. And in this video, I'm going to share with you all some of the results and changes that I've noticed after cutting out sugar for a whole month. I'm going to also share with you all how my last week went, along with do I plan to continue? So stay tuned. So, changes that I've noticed after cutting out sugar for an entire month. So the first thing I noticed is that my sugar cravings have greatly diminished, which is great because I hated the fact of when I would start eating some sugar, then I would just want more and more and more. And that was just so frustrating. It's very addictive. It really is. But anyhow, now since I cut the sugar out, I am not craving the sugar. And so that has been so freeing, and it just shows me that I can survive without eating a bunch of sugar. Another thing I notice is that now when I eat my meals, I actually feel satisfied and I feel full. And I'm able to just, eat, and then I'm like, okay, I'm full. Let's move on to the next activity. That is very freeing as well because I don't feel like I have to keep going back because I don't feel satisfied. My body has the nutrients that it needs because all the foods I'm eating are very nutrient dense. So once my body gets what it needs, then it's done and I'm able to move on. The only two things that I'm not quite mastered are the raw cashews and the almond crackers, as I mentioned to you guys in my week 3 update video. I'm still working on not overdoing the portions with those, but basically to help me, I just put them away so I don't, eat them regularly. So it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. But as far as everything else, I am able to just pretty much eat, feel satisfied, and move on. So that's great. Another thing I'm noticing is some of the clothes in my closet that were fitting pretty snug, they're fitting loose now. So that is, that was just an added bonus because, the main reason why I was doing this in the first place was because of health issues. For those of you who don't know, I was diagnosed with 3 autoimmune illnesses from a tick bite that I had gotten. And so I really started to do this so I can heal from my autoimmune illnesses. And so, losing a few pounds, that's definitely an added bonus because 2 of the autoimmune illnesses I have deals with my thyroid. It's called Graves' disease and hyperthyroidism. And so having those thyroid issues really threw my body off. And over the past year and a half, it's caused me to gain weight. And, before having these thyroid issues, I had maintained the same weight for years. Like my whole marriage, we've been married now for almost 13 years. And I, had kids and everything. And I would just bounce back to my normal weight. But having these thyroid issues caused me to gain. And so, just noticing that my clothes are fitting looser and I'm losing the weight that I've gained over this past year and a half, that's really exciting. Another thing I'm noticing is that my overall heart rate has been lower. With having Graves' disease and hyperthyroidism, one of the symptoms that I deal with is rapid heart rate. And so that is, you definitely don't want to have rapid heart rate. That's not good. And so cutting out the sugar has definitely helped lower my heart rate to more of a healthy level. Because of that, that has helped me with my sleep because a lot of times my heart would be racing at night, even just when I was laying in bed. And so I would just be laying there and having a hard time sleeping because, it's kind of hard to sleep with your heart like boom, 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 So thankfully, this diet is helping to lower my heart rate and I'm feeling a lot more, calm. So that's a great sign. And that's only after 31 days of doing this. So I'm really excited about that. And just overall, I'm just feeling a lot healthier and just more and more like myself the longer I do it. So that's just invaluable to me because ever since I've had these autoimmune illnesses, I just hadn't felt like myself. And it's not fun to go through so many health issues. It's very taxing physically, mentally, emotionally, And so just noticing that as I'm cutting out the sugar, I'm starting to feel better and feel more like myself. It just feels so good. I already mentioned what I said, sugar cravings are diminishing. I actually feel satisfied now when I eat. My clothes are fitting looser. My rapid heart rate has lowered to a more healthy level, and I'm feeling a lot healthier and more like myself. That's all after just 31 days. So I can only imagine, just continuing to do this for, 3 months, 6 months, a year and on, I'm super excited. So I think you get my drift. You could probably figure out if I'm going to continue or not. But anyhow, so let's talk about last week. So my last week went really well. I'm so grateful for that. I also got 2 new recipes that I want to share with you guys. But before that, if you haven't seen, the types of foods that I was eating, I share with you guys, several of the recipes and things that I make on this plan. I shared that in my week 1 update video and my week 3 update video. So be sure to watch those just to kind of get a glimpse of what I've been eating, because you have to be a lot more creative. That's one of the things that really made me hesitant about cutting out all sugar, because I'm like, what am I going to eat? I normally eat a lot of fruit. I normally eat a lot of smoothies and, just things that have sugar. And so I had to learn to be more creative. And so I definitely have learned that over the journey. And I'm so grateful for that, because I'm realizing that, once you find substitutions for the things you normally eat, you're going to be okay. And so I found substitutions for a lot of the foods that I eat. And so that's what's made it a lot more pleasant. So anyhow, I'll share with you guys my 2 newest recipes. And like I said before, be sure to check out my update videos from week 1 and week 3 to find out all the rest of those. So, smoothie. I created a smoothie recipe that doesn't have a bunch of sugar. I'm super excited about that, because I miss eating smoothies. I am the smoothie queen. For those of you who know me, you know that I eat smoothies all the time, like every day. A lot of times I was doing like 2 a day. So to go from that to like none, that was pretty challenging. And so I'm so glad to have discovered a smoothie without a bunch of sugar. So the smoothie that I eat has a whole avocado, spinach, raw ginger, cucumber, cilantro, lemon and or lime juice, Celtic sea salt, stevia, Ceylon cinnamon, and water.
I recently began adding mint leaves to it, and it gives it a nice, refreshing flavor.
Depending on the size, you may need different quantities, but that's all I put in it, and it tastes pretty good. I mean, it's not like my smoothies that I normally make that have like frozen fruit in it, but hey, it's a smoothie, so I'm happy. The other recipe that I made this past week was mashed cauliflower in place of mashed potatoes. And so this is my first time doing the mashed cauliflower, and we had it with salmon and a salad, and it was really good. I was like, wow, I can do this. And it was nice because it was kind of like a starch with my fish and my salad, but it wasn't really a starch, it's vegetables. And it was really tasty. My husband liked it, my kids liked it. They said they would eat it like on a regular basis. So that's another addition to what we can eat on a no sugar diet and cutting out those starches. So really excited for those additions. Like I said, if you want some more recipe ideas, be sure to check out my week 1 and my week 3 update videos after this video. Okay, and as for the superfoods, I've been keeping up with those, but my list is getting longer. I think I left off on the last video. I told you guys I have 6 superfoods that I'm trying to eat. Now I have 11. So here are my 11 superfoods. I made a list on a board on my refrigerator so I can actually see the list and make sure I'm getting in most of them. I'm not able to do all 11 every single day, but I'm trying to get in at least, 5 or 6 per day out of that list. And then I'm trying to make sure I get them all in throughout the whole week. So here are the 11 superfoods I've been trying to make sure I'm getting in every week. Raw ginger, raw garlic, cilantro, Ceylon cinnamon, red onion, kimchi, sauerkraut, green tea, cacao powder, flax seeds, and then an herb of the week, which I choose which herb that is. So last week I did basil as my herb of the week. So I just try to, alternate with a different herb each week just to try different things and implement them into my foods. So that's a long list of superfoods that I'm trying to eat, but those superfoods are really good. They have tons of nutrients, and a lot of them that I mentioned help lower inflammation, which that's one of my big goals in this whole journey, is lowering inflammation, because that will help my autoimmune illnesses prayerfully to go into remission. So yes, I've been implementing a lot of those foods, like in my smoothies or in my salads or in the different things that I'm eating. And so I'm getting more and more used to that. Also, I do a green drink, which I talked about in my week 1 video, and that has even more superfoods such as turmeric, green powder, aloe vera juice, apple cider vinegar. So I'm getting a lot of superfoods just every day, really, in my diet. And so doing that, over time, I know that's gonna help me to see results. So I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen with that. Another thing I'm noticing is that I'm becoming a lot more in tune with what my body needs. So ever since I've been doing this, I'm really trying to listen to, like, what is my body needing right now? Do I need a smoothie? Or do I need to eat eggs and sausage with avocado? Or am I really needing, some fish or whatever it is? My body is actually communicating a lot better, like what it's craving, because it needs certain nutrients, and I'm trying to listen to what it's needing. It's not craving a bunch of junk food, which is awesome. It's craving good, nutritious food. And so I've been a lot more in tune with what my body needs, and I'm just really trying to listen to it and, give it what it needs. I also try to pay attention to when I need to eat versus when I don't need to eat. So instead of just eating to be eating, I'm trying to really be in tune with the signs. Am I hungry? If I'm hungry, then I'll eat. Am I not hungry? If I'm not hungry, then I won't eat. So I'm really trying to just be in tune with when I need to eat, what my body needs, what nutrients it's craving, and just, really following that. And I really believe that's going to help me on my journey. So the big question, do I plan to continue? What do you think? Yes, I definitely plan to continue. Like I said, after just 31 days and seeing this much results, like, I'm excited to see what 3 months does, 6 months does. I'm excited to see that. So I just feel like it's worth it, Obviously I gave up sugar, but I have gained so much in just 31 days. So I can only imagine how doing it longer, how much results I would have. So I do plan to continue. However, I do plan to add in a few things. I'm going to start eating sweet potatoes again. I had cut those out for this past month, but I will start eating sweet potatoes. However, I'm not going to add, additional sugar to it. I'm just going to put like coconut oil, a little bit of Celtic sea salt, and some stevia in that. And that will be a treat to me because I haven't had sugar. So I'm going to do those. And then I may incorporate some other things. I'm going to play it by ear, but for sure the sweet potatoes. And I'll keep you all posted if I end up incorporating anything else. But I definitely want to continue on this journey of making progress. And so that's what's motivated me to keep doing it. Plus, because I've found a good rhythm of what foods I can eat, and I have enough foods that I can eat. So why not continue, So I'll still update you all to let you know how it's going. And I would still love to hear from you all on how your journey is going as well. But I'm really hoping and praying that just doing this for the long haul will help me go into complete remission with all my autoimmune illnesses. That is my ultimate goal of doing this, and I just want to be fully healed. So I really believe that, if I do this long enough, I'll continue to make more and more progress. And I pray that I can share with you guys a testimony of complete healing because of changing my diet and lifestyle and, just doing what my body needed to do to heal. So yeah, that's about it. I am so thankful for you all just following me on this journey so far. And I would love to hear from you guys. Do you plan to continue?
Or perhaps you might be interested in starting this challenge of cutting out sugar.
Let me know. I want to know who's planning to continue. If there's any topics or challenges that you're facing that you could use some help with, please share in the comments. And that way, it'll give me some ideas on what topics I can do videos on in the future. And yeah, so let's just keep on doing this. It's not easy to do, but it's worth it. I can tell you that only after 31 days of doing it, and I just really see it's worth it. It is so worth it. And the more you do it, the less you will crave the sugar, and you'll just be used to a new way of eating. But doing this, it takes consistency, it takes time, and it takes patience. So that leads me to my final words of encouragement that I want to share with you all is, if you've fallen off and you just, you're trying, but you keep falling off, or it's just really hard, I just want you to really just know that it takes time. You may not get it right away, but don't give up. Keep on, just trying to get better each week, and just start being more consistent with, the plan that you've done, and you're just going to get used to it. You're going to get it in a good rhythm, and you just got to be patient with it. So don't give up. And I really know that you will be successful if you keep going. So keep watching my videos. I hope that they have been encouraging you. Just remember, it takes time, it takes consistency, and it takes patience. So remember those things. Don't give up. And before long, you will be in a good rhythm, and you will be seeing results as well. If you enjoyed this video and or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That really would mean a lot to me. Not only does that help my videos to reach more people, but it also just puts a smile on my face knowing that the videos that I'm putting out is actually impacting people enough to give it a thumbs up. So thanks again for that. And finally, I want to invite you to join this community by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell. And that way you can continue to get content like this that's really going to help you on your health and total wellness journey. I mean, why do it alone when you can be part of a community that's really going to support you and have similar goals, and we're on similar journeys, we can support each other. So with that being said, I hope you'll consider subscribing, and I truly hope this channel can really help you get on track with your health and your total wellness goals. I normally forget to mention this, but I am also on Instagram as well, at The Overcoming Woman. So I just wanted to invite you to follow me on there and be part of that community as well. So hope to see you there. Thanks so much for watching this video. Like I mentioned before, if you haven't seen my week 1 and my week 3 updates, be sure to watch that next. All right, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.